13 July 1940. With most of continental Europe in his pocket, Adolf Hitler now turns his attention to Operation Sea Lion, the pending invasion of England. He issues a directive ordering Hermann Göring's Luftwaffe to drive the RAF from the skies, establishing the air supremacy that will be necessary for a large-scale crossing of the English Channel. Throughout July, the Luftwaffe concentrates its attacks on British shipping in the Channel. Though the attacks are destructive, there is no concerted effort to gain air superiority. On 13 August, Göring's forces begin their all-out offensive to crush the RAF. Calling it Aldertag, or Day of the Eagle, the Germans send their bombers, escorted by Me-109s and Me-110s, to strike British industry and port facilities. On the first day, they fly over 1,500 sorties. The attacks continue day after day. Göring throws everything he has at the British. While the Luftwaffe does inflict enormous damage, the RAF is far from being driven from the skies. Day in and day out, they get the better of Göring's supposedly superior pilots. The RAF has several distinct advantages over the Luftwaffe. First, they are fighting over their own territory. Fuel reserves aren't nearly the concern to them, they are to the German pilots flying from the continent. British pilots who are shot down parachute to safety and, in many instances, are back up fighting the same afternoon. Germans end up in POW camps. Another factor working in the RAF's favor is their use of radar. They can see the German air fleets forming up over France and direct their forces accordingly. While the Germans understand the technical aspects of the radar system, they have yet to grasp the enormous tactical advantage it gives the British, and Göring personally removes British radar sites from the German target list. As the attacks continue, the British people rally behind their protectors in the RAF. Prime Minister Churchill on 20 August comments that never in the course of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. Indeed, it seems the brave pilots of the RAF are doing what no one has done to date: stopping Hitler. The German attacks, however, are taking their toll. Many of the British airfields are knocked out of commission, and by 31 August, the RAF's situation is critical. On 7 September, British authorities issue an invasion warning to the populace. On the same day, the Germans, not knowing how close they are to bringing the RAF to its knees, change tactics. Instead of continuing to target airfields, the Germans decide to start bombing London and other major civilian populations. Night and day, the Germans pound the cities, causing enormous damage. But instead of breaking the will of the people, it solidifies them. By mid-September, the RAF is recovered and is contesting the Germans fiercely. In Berlin, Hitler realizes that with winter coming on and Göring far from achieving his promised goal of air superiority, any plan for an invasion of Britain will have to wait. On 17 September, he postpones Operation Sea Lion. The Führer's plans to invade and conquer, for the first time, have been thwarted.